a story typically tells a lot about what kind of a person you are, and what is your what are your goals, what are your dreams, what are your aspirations. So let me show you an example of an influencer here, which I'm sure a lot of people follow, by Vaynerchuk. Right. So this is an example of Gary's intro card and his profile. So if you look at the profile, it very clearly mentions that he's a chairman of Vayner Media. He's sorry, Vaynerx and CEO of Vayner Media. He's won a lot of awards. He's a best-selling author. He is a top guy, right? And if you look at his about section, it's talking a lot about how he sold his companies to various media homes and how he's been raising funds, and how did he eventually end up, becoming a five-time New York Times best-selling author. And so he's basically trying to position himself as somebody who has really achieved a lot and is looking for new opportunities. So it's kind of even if you look at his experience. So here he's emphasized a lot about his current role, and he's got little emphasis on what he's done in the past, which is also a great look, right? So this is also an example of a great profile picture. So the point I'm trying to make here is your profile goes a long way in creating the first impression. People don't really know you when they are connecting with you over LinkedIn. So you want to put your best foot forward and focus on the absolute important things, starting with your profile picture and followed by a cover picture. Your cover picture could, it's not something that people really take seriously. So it could really be an expression of how you want to, how you see the world. So it's really a matter of what kind of an image you want to create at the end of the day. So yeah, a few things: profile pictures, your headline, services, and beyond that, there are so many other options that LinkedIn actually has. So if you click on the profile section, it has an intro, about, featured, which talks about post, articles, links, and media. The kind of background image that you want to use, so your work experience, your education, licenses and certificates, volunteer experience, the skill sets. So how many, what is it that you have done? So remember, when you're updating your skills, you don't want to talk about you are a PMP professional. You want to talk about how you've created efficiencies being a PMP professionals, right? So next is accomplishments. So if in case you have been featured in publications, you've managed to purchase a few patents by your name, you're conducting courses, your projects, awards, and a lot more. So, oh, it's even got test scores for that matter. Providing a little more information uh, about how many people actually recommend you. So recommendations go a long way in creating an image, and don't shy away from asking for a recommendation, right? So as you scroll down your profile, you'll see a dashboard as to how many people actually view your profile, how many video views did you get, and how many people found you while they were searching for a certain product or a service or a people. Uh, if you look at the experience here, you would want to talk a little about what is it that you do. So I know that I've not really done a lot of work in my own experience sections, but if we look at some really good examples here, um, let's say LAM, LAM, right? So Colin is one of my colleagues from my previous projects, and he's a very good friend of mine. So if you look at the kind of, he takes his LinkedIn profile very seriously. Right? So if you look at the quality of his profile, you would see that he's done a lot of individual projects. He's got endorsements across different skill sets. He's got recommendations, and he definitely wants to display how he comes off as a person and in terms of his interests. So that kind of places him really comfortably. So overall, your LinkedIn, and he's not emphasized a lot on the cover page if you look at this. But yes, so for businesses who are really focused on acquiring new clients, you need to start with LinkedIn. It definitely is a very important aspect of your growth strategy. So having said that, there are a few more things that I wanted to show you. Once you fixed your profile, the next thing that you want to work on is working with your visibility. So if you see, there is a public profile tab on each of your LinkedIn profiles as well. So you want to click on public profile, and it'll tell you what is the kind of URL that people will see when they are on your profile, how much of your content is visible, so you can control what is it that people who are coming on your profile can see and who can see your profile. So you have an option here that only your first degree connections can see your profile, your immediate network can see your profile, all your LinkedIn members can see your profile, or it's a public profile. It doesn't matter whether they're in your first, second, or the third degree circles, but they can all see your profile, right? You could enable and disable the different parts of your profile here for users, right? And the third step is, of course, to create a badge, which we'll come to later. But this typically becomes a URL that you want to share with everybody. So when people are checking out your profile, they'll click on this link and reach your profile. So that's how you control your visibility on a platform like LinkedIn, right? And third step, like I always say to all my clients, is to make sure that you have a badge. So when you click on a badge is nothing but a visual block of your profile, right? Which could be placed anywhere on your social or your internet properties. Like for example, I want to uh, show this particular badge on a blog that I'm running. So let's look at one example like that. All right. So I'm going to add a badge onto my web on a blog that I'm running. It's called Analog to AI. It's a digital education blog. So I decide to add this to the sidebar. So it's nothing but a piece of an HTML that is automatically generated by LinkedIn and it's given to you. So add an HTML element. And I call this LinkedIn profile. Okay. So now I just simply pick which one do I want to place. So copy this code. Or before that, I copy this code. Place it right there. Next line. I choose what design do I like for my site, and let's say copy this one, place it here. Well, save it. Okay, so now when I view my blog, I'll see my LinkedIn profile along with the badge that I picked. Right, it's as simple as this, guys. So